Hello friends, lovely that you've tuned into this video about the day 21 progesterone testing. This test is done on day 21 to test the levels of progesterone in a woman's system to identify if she has ovulated. About 7 days after ovulation, progesterone peaks. So if progesterone is then picked up on, in these tests it's assumed that the woman has ovulated around day 14. So this is where my title comes in of this video, how progesterone testing day 21 is useless. This is not always the case, but it might be useless for you because with this day 21 progesterone testing, it is assumed that you ovulated on day 14. If you have followed me for any number of days or videos or blog posts, you know that this textbook day 14 doesn't apply to every woman. Not only does it not apply to every woman, it doesn't even happen every cycle. Some cycles you may be ovulating day 12 or 13, or maybe you're a bit stressed out and you're ovulating a little bit later. So this progesterone test on day 21 is almost like a one-size-fits-all that fits almost nobody. The problem with this is the consequences of that. If you did not ovulate on day 14 in that particular cycle or ever, and then you have the test on day 21, then your progesterone levels will not be high enough. And then you go back for your results and your consultant will look at your results and be, nobody likes that. And the result is often, at the very least, that you're stressed out because you think your progesterone levels are not high enough in order for you to hold on to a pregnancy, or it just tells you that your hormone balance is off, or it tells you that you haven't ovulated at all when this might not be the case. As a result, a lot of women are prescribed medication that they don't need, and the medication will not help your hormone balance get any better. It will just make it worse because you're getting synthetic hormones instead of that your body is sorting things out. So what is the right way of progesterone testing? Well, you need to be charting. Yes, I'm sure you're not surprised to hear that because this is what I keep saying. But charting your menstrual cycle is the best way for you to know where your hormone balance is at. You can predict when you will likely be ovulating, and you can confirm when you have ovulated or if you haven't. The way that you can confirm if you have ovulated is by taking your temperature. And if that temperature goes up high enough and it's sustained, then you know that your progesterone levels are high enough for you to have that temperature rise. So you don't need that day 21 progesterone test. The cool thing is there's a company, MFB Fertility, they've come up with a urine test so that you can also test it in the urine now. This is very new, it's very cool, I've tested it already, it works. I will be writing a blog post on it with some pictures probably. So you have alternatives, but it goes back to the charting to make sure that you know when you're likely ovulated. And then the blood test can still be super useful because you can know how high the progesterone is and if it's high enough, but it needs to be tailored to when you ovulated. So you need to be able to take your chart to your consultant and say, this cycle, it looks like I ovulated day 12, day 13, at 7 days, and then have the progesterone test done. So you might already know that I have written a charting series, Basics to Fertility Charting, and that you can learn in just 5 lessons. So it really isn't rocket science. The only thing is you need to set aside some time to actually do it. You need to purchase a basal body temperature thermometer. I always just use BBT, that's why. You need to buy the ovulation test. You could purchase the progesterone test with MFB if you like, but that's only for people in the US, but you don't need to do that, and you just start. If you are already charting and you would like some help interpreting it, or you started the course and you're still not sure where you're at, I have created a new slot, a new appointment slot that's only 30 minutes to help you interpret. I would love to look at your chart with you and help you identify when your fertile window opens, when you've ovulated, if you've ovulated, and I can also add in more of my expertise telling you if I feel your ovaries are healthy enough, or if your anterior pituitary gland is sluggish, or your thyroid, or your adrenals. Because the cool thing is you can see all of this from your chart if you're diligent with taking the temperature and recording all your other symptoms. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, give it a thumbs up on YouTube or like it on Facebook, and definitely leave me questions and comments in the comment section, because I love to interact with you and I love to know what kind of problems you're running into in your fertility journey, in your search to get healthier and get your hormones basically in balance, whether that is that you're trying to conceive and you want to conceive a healthy baby and carry full term, or if you are not in that season of life, but you just want to be a healthy, strong woman, because your hormone balance can be that imbalance. Your menstruation needs to be painless and not too heavy. You shouldn't be suffering with your hormones. That is a lie, basically. And homeopathy can totally help you with that. So yeah, I'm rambling now, but definitely get in touch with me. I'd love to chat with you. And if you're not already a member of the Becoming Vital and Fertile Facebook group, look us up and join us and join the conversation there. Share your charts, ask your questions. There are lots of other women in all different stages of fertility and that can help you out, and they're very supportive, and there are several experts there as well that can answer your questions. So yeah, love to see you there. Take care. Bye.